In some instances, the ways in which men seek to keep a woman close may seem filled with affection and romance. However, there's something peculiar. Even when being affectionate, many feel perplexed when the woman still distances herself. Why? The answer may lie in excessive attention and assurances. Today, we will address this topic and reveal 4 ways to use silence as a powerful tool to awaken the woman's desire to come closer. We are ready to unravel this mystery and observe how silence can alter the dynamics of any relationship. Let's move forward. Number 1. Emotional control firmness. In an intricate emotional game, a woman often feels she can follow her whims, knowing that the man, vulnerable, doesn't control his emotions. He persists, subdued, showing himself entirely at her mercy, making it clear that he patiently awaits, even when she distances herself without apparent reason. The shift occurs when, faced with a negative attitude, the man chooses to silently withdraw, avoiding unnecessary conflicts. This impactful gesture makes the woman reconsider her stance in the relationship. The man who chooses silence in the face of arbitrary actions shows that he's not willing to argue or beg for scraps of attention. He signals that, for him, it's all or nothing. By withdrawing without making noise, he makes it clear that his self-respect is above any disrespectful demand. This strategic retreat is not an escape, but an affirmation of his own emotional integrity. The woman, confronted with this significant absence, realizes that something fundamental has changed. These actions highlight the firm control he exercises over his emotions, making the woman realize that, despite his feelings for her, when he feels disrespected, he won't hesitate to distance himself. In that moment, the woman awakens to the reality of the imminent risk of losing him, and, driven by the fear of loss, begins to act decisively. The change is not just in the man, but also in the woman, who faces a real challenge. The uncertainty of the situation forces her to reconsider her own attitudes and weigh the consequences of her lack of emotional care. The relationship transforms into a silent battlefield, where emotions and decisions take on a new dimension of urgency and importance. Number 2. Break free from social media addiction. If you want to use the power of silence to your advantage, it's vital to abandon certain habits that keep you constantly connected to this woman, whether through social media or checking her presence on WhatsApp all the time. Start by silencing notifications and set only a few strategic moments to check your phone and respond to messages. Consciously decide not to browse social media at other times of the day. This way, in addition to freeing yourself from behaviors that may be increasing your emotional dependence on this woman, such as observing her statuses or posts, you'll also have more time to respond, since you'll have specific times to use the phone. By not being the man who instantly responds to everything she sends, you show this woman that your life doesn't exclusively revolve around her, and that there are other priorities in your routine. It may seem simple, but delaying your response has considerable power in making her perceive you as someone more intriguing. Unplugging from notifications or spending time away from the phone can be challenging, but it alarmingly indicates that you are too attached, one of the factors pushing her away. Number 3. Kindness with detachment. As mentioned at the beginning of this video, many men overwhelm women with attention and assurances, creating the expectation that this man will always be available. However, when this dynamic is established, don't expect her to take the initiative to pursue you or invest more in the relationship. After all, you are already assuming the entire burden yourself. If your desire is to make a woman put in more effort for you, stop demonstrating excessive interest and an unlimited willingness to do everything for her. Take the offer off the table and restrain your enthusiasm. Indicate only that you've lost some of the enthusiasm that existed before, signaling that you are now not as committed as before. This subtle change is crucial. The woman needs to find a polite, calm man who doesn't hold grudges, but is now inclined to follow his own path. If this woman has feelings for you, Rest assured she will start pursuing you, willing to do much more to keep the relationship strong and healthy. Number 4. Prioritize your life. Amidst the emotional turmoil, it's essential to prioritize your own life. Often, men lose themselves by dedicating all their time and energy to the woman, forgetting about their own goals and passions. If you truly want her to recognize your value and put in more effort into the relationship, it's crucial to take control of your own journey. Start directing your attention to your personal goals, hobbies, and friendships. Show that your life is rich and meaningful, regardless of the state of the relationship. By doing this, you convey the message that you are a complete man, not relying solely on her presence to feel fulfilled. Standing out as someone who has a fulfilling and interesting life makes you more intriguing and challenging in her eyes. This subtle distancing is not a strategy of withdrawal, but an affirmation of your emotional independence. The woman, realizing that you have your own path and achievements, will feel the need to make more effort to stay present in your life. Remember, balance is key. By giving importance to your own ambitions and interests, you not only strengthen your self-esteem, but also create a conducive environment for her to genuinely desire to contribute to building a healthy and enriching relationship. And thus, we conclude another chapter in the intricate game of relationships. Remember, dear viewer, that achieving emotional balance and establishing healthy boundaries are fundamental steps in building lasting and meaningful connections. If you found value in this content and wish to continue honing your emotional and relationship skills, don't forget to leave a like to show us we're on the right path. And of course, don't miss the upcoming updates. Subscribe to the channel to receive more ideas and advice that can transform not only the dynamics of your relationships, but also your own journey of self-discovery. Thank you for your audience and commitment. Until next time.